I would have been like, M1 Mac Mini it is. Let's go. That's what How about, has anything changed since we last talked, Randy? Are you still eyeing a 13-inch MacBook Pro with Apple Silicon? Would that be your go-to? Not the 2-port.
Yeah, not the 2-port. Well, yeah, so the one thing that we talk about, that you and I kind of always kind of back and forth, like, it makes more sense to get the iMac, and I still want an iMac, and I want the iPad to be my portable doohickey, as you know, older people, as boomers like to call it, my doohickey. But the thing is, and why this is such a weird phase I'm in, transitional, is it really dictates on where I'm going to next. That's going to dictate. If I'm stateside, hypothetically, let's say I just go up to Northern California or Washington or something that's like just like a metropolitan type of area, Alaska. I just got really depressed right now. I was like, I'm going to Alaska. But if I went somewhere that's up here, that's really Sarah Palin's up there. Hey, how are you doing?
We've got plenty of maple syrup. It's a boat like its next door neighbors with the nicest people in the world.
Oh yeah,
she says doohickey.
If I'm somewhere in like a big city type of area, I could see the appeal of just being fine with having an iMac and really strong internet that goes to my house. But if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I don't have strong internet, then I might pull a Nick. Hi, Nick. I might pull a third of the Tailosive podcast here and go find a spot, and that's where portability would come into play. As of right now, I am allotting my budget to be capped out after taxes about $4,500 is where I'm kind of at. So
wow.
It will dictate where it'll be, because this is going to be the thing that I hold on to for, I guess, evidently 6 years. Like this ancient creature of an iMac. So I got to make it count, and I'm going to spec it out and everything. With the iMac, the biggest issue that I was having that we were talking about is I don't feel comfortable just having 2 terabytes of SSD. I would want more. The M1 chip has made me feel pretty confident about not having to worry so much about. But back then, like the i7, like, do I get the i5 or the i7? That stuff is irrelevant to me now, because
they don't have that anymore.
It's
just
M1. Yeah. So I feel pretty good about that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So my money is really going to go towards. I was always going to max out the RAM anyway, because that helps in Logic. But it was really going to go towards SSD. And the question is, am I going to get an all-in-one unibody display iMac and have all the bells and whistles? Because the screen real estate, it's hard to downsize from it. It's very uncomfortable to go from 27-inch to 13. But I would always use, I got boxes floating behind me that I haven't finished setting up, but I got things I'm trying out with bigger, different screens and stuff like that. So it all really depends, and that sucks because I want to have an answer. But luckily, I'm also kind of waiting on Apple to see what you're going to show me, and then that will help dictate it. I just know that my cap, $4,500. And that pretty much put me in scope of buying any of the new M1 stuff that would be coming out first half of the year. So I'm gonna be okay regardless. And I will order day zero. I'll get up at midnight or 3 a.m. or whatever and order right there, so I don't have to wait 7 months to get the device like I was thinking about with the Mac Mini. Because I was gonna get the Mac Mini. That was gonna be the one I was gonna get.
Sure. If my iMac Pro. I was really nervous while we were setting up the new studio lights, because we were having to tap the little tacks in with a hammer to get the string lights up, and if that hammer dropped and landed on the iMac, I would have been like, M1 Mac Mini it is. Let's go. That's definitely, I would max that thing out and use it with my old BenQ. If I was tempted to do that a couple times, but I'm like, it's not a big rush. But I'm worried they're going to put the iMac on a Pro stand, and then it's going to have Pro stand pricing. Boom! That would bother me and push me. So if I can't get the updated iMac for below $5K, then that's my limit. So if there's no way to get it below that, I'll just wait with Nick for the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Hopefully it gets mini LED this year.
Oh, is that what Nick's waiting for?
Oh, dude. Yeah, 16-inch.
What's the
MacBook
main
Pro.
reason? Like, what video did you watch to be exact.
It was that Max Tech video that I sent you, and I know you said that they're combining two leaks, but still nice to.
I mean, we love Max Tech. I never disagree with Max Tech on anything. We are best friends, always and forever. No,
Ever.
off camera. We just disagreed on one thing, and now there were people thinking like, "Oh my God, drama!"
Yeah, they're like, "Oh my God, Drew, have you not learned your lesson?